Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a good morning, and for that matter, a great day. Today, I'm going to be playing the new patch at Paladins, the patch where 7 was introduced. He's a flank. I doubt I'll be playing him much because he doesn't look very much my style, but it's also the patch that they've reworked the entire item store, pretty much removing the one most unbalanced item ever added in the game ever. So, it's a bit different. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. So here we are in Paladins. Here's the new character, 7. Interesting fact, this gun was actually based on the gun that you have equipped. So if you equip the green gun, like if I equip this gray SMG, and then yeah, he's holding the gray SMG. I find that very funny. It's the default skin, but it's the weapon you have equipped, which is interesting. But yeah, here's the new character. He's a flank, which is kind of interesting. I haven't played him at all. His kit's interesting. He has a grappling hook that allows him to grip to walls and become stealth. And he can like switch modes of his gun and stuff. It's kind of intimidating. He's very strong. If you don't know, I have a very interesting relationship with Paladins. I played in the beta back in the Anara patch, Torvald patch, something like that. When one of the characters were brand new. I think it was Torvald's patch. I played for about level 6 or something. So it wasn't a lot. I played when it was like still 3 capture points, and that was something. But yeah, I think my profile's different from the latest because I think I played much earlier on even. Holy shoot. Jacksonville. Like, geez. I'm a frontline player typically. I like playing hyper aggressive frontlines. I know I pick Anara, but trust me, I don't play Anara like everyone else plays Anara with like the stupid wall and shit. No, I go deep and quick. But yeah. So here's 7. He's pretty interesting. But the most unique thing about this version of the game is that there aren't any there's no more cauterize, which if you don't know, cauterize was a item in the item store that would reduce the amount of healing a healer could deal to someone who had previously taken damage. This prevents you from like, just pocketing one member of your team and making them just unkillable. It would just reduce the healing by a bunch. But yeah, so now it's gone and it's replaced with provision, which it gives you a percentage of your ammo whenever you kill something. Really not that good. The new meta is something interesting. Veteran's pretty strong nowadays, and so is Reju, which is... I don't get it. But yeah, so I've played it since really early on, and then I took a large break about right after the Digitize pass. Or no, I came back right as the Digitize pass was going on, and then I left again and came back around Genos patch. So I've had like 3 instances of playing this game. But I should have paid attention to the Atlas pick on the enemy team. But so I've had plenty of time playing all sorts of roles. My best role by far is support. I am a IO man. She doesn't feel wonderful in the newest patch. That's who this girl is on the enemy team. So I've had a pretty interesting relationship. I typically end up coming back around patches for when my friends played a lot. And Addie got really into it around Genos patch, and she just hasn't quit since. So she more or less got me really into it, and so I play characters like Inara a lot, like just a crap ton.
We do not bend.
I just have gotten really into that fact of, you know, playing FPS games for that matter. Io is by far my best character though. It probably goes Io, and then probably a tie between Vorin and Nara.
Target's mind is compromised.
So, Io, however, due to the fact that Addie is not a to say, she is not a frontline or damage or flank player. She's more of a support player. She plays damage a bit, but doesn't play any like frontline. So I've gotten tons of frontline experience and support experience and flank experience. I can play anything, except do not make me play, you know, I'm not a fan of playing damage. Mainly due to the fact that damage is very, very interesting in this game. Especially in this patch where the meta of the item store has shifted so drastically that it's like, what is the best purchase anymore for most characters? It's like not even, like, I don't know. And stuff like Resilience is now even more expensive and nerfed a bunch. Stuff like, you know, Veteran is also pretty nerfed.
Watch the back.
It just changes that whole fact of, you know, what's good and what's bad anymore. Nowadays, the things that are good are so different from the things that we used to play that it's just, what are you doing?
Thanks.
Jacksonville,
No problem.
just so you know, I've played with this person before. They play nothing but Ray. They're on the grind.
You're out of time.
Oh no, I capped the object. That Ceres doesn't know what she's doing, and that's funny. She just tried to grab us, put us all in one spot when we were all CC'd already. CC and you.
The shadows loom.
Target's mind.
Many people think that Atlas is good this patch. He isn't. I'm sorry. Stop playing Atlas, everyone. It's not gonna make you better at frontline. He's alright, don't get me wrong. Atlas can work as a frontline. He's just not as good as people think he is. Like, they pick him over meta picks or people who used to be good for a fact. And Atlas has always been notoriously a little weak. So, it's one of those. Don't pick Atlas. Stop picking Atlas. You wonder why you keep losing? It's because you pick Atlas. And then you run your Atlas into my, like, Plat 1 Inara.
Yes.
And you just get eviscerated.
Yes.
The flames of freedom blaze across this battlefield.
I'm waiting to do ranked games for when Addie comes back because we were both gonna queue together, you know, play some, do our placements together. Oh, just so you know, guys, just so you guys know, this is the new battle pass. It's academia themed. the skins are very, you know, sports academics. So like Maeve is in like somewhat geared for like a mix between a sport and like combat, which is an interesting concept. And you know, it's got some cute sprays and cute skins. I really like it.
Any of you scallywags in need of a duck?
But yeah, so I have many opinions about the new stuff coming out. I find most of it pretty cool. I find a lot of the changes that they're trying to do with the game feel good-ish. Like, removal of cot has just freed up. Like, no one knows what to do anymore.
The battle is about to begin.
There was like one item you should buy on almost anybody. Like, you know, I'm a frontline, I buy cot. I'm a healer, I buy cot. No, I'm a damage, I buy cot. There's like never a bad time to buy cot. And now that it's gone, it's like,
5,
well,
4, 3.
is there ever a correct option? Like, are they all just okay? And yeah, most of the items are pretty cool and pretty okay. Some of them are still pretty weak, like provision is stupidly weak. Notoriously so. It's never gonna fill the shoes of the item it was taking up originally, but like, that's somewhat... I don't think any item could take the place of cot. But there's like a bunch of changes in the future that I hope they make. The new item store, I feel like it's a cool new avenue. I don't think, however, they're doing a good job with the items and the way it works. Like, understanding that the item store needs to be changed is probably the case now that... I mean, it doesn't need to be changed now. Now that cot's gone, it is pretty good where it is. It could use some changes, you know, here, there. New items, more slots maybe, but the problem is most of the items in the new story are kind of bad. Gonna lie. And the ones that are good are like weak, but they're considered good because it's like provision. Provision in a different environment would be really good, like insanely good. But in the current game state that we're in, kind of bad. Not gonna lie, it's kind of worse than bad. It is by far the worst item in the store right now.
I could use you, healer. I'll patch you up.
Why was our IO over there? I will never understand. Or our IO? Or Inara. Why was our Inara over there? I will never understand.
Look behind us.
Cerebral terror modded.
But it's, yeah. There's like a certain threshold. It's like certain characters. And most of the time, they're bad. Like, Grok, when not playing damage Grok, kinda boo-poo. Genos used to be just trash.
Watch the back.
Now he's okay. I wouldn't recommend him over other healers.
Enemy fire.
Io kind of feels worse than she has in the past.
I'm out of here.
She used to be so much better. I'd argue like the second best healer in the high ranked meta, with, like Diamond and stuff. But nowadays, about that,
15 seconds remaining.
she's sort of fallen off, as they say, just due to the cot changes.
7,
I mean, cot normally would just destroy her anyway. It's just
3,
you just tried to destroy the enemy before they had cot 3. Now they just get cot 3 passively. Not like right away, but in time.
It's not my fault.
Or she's harder to play. I guess she's not bad. She's just harder to play. Good.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Hi,
1.
Vivian. I don't know why I was lagging out there, but the new stuff looks good, right? For what it is.
Heroes, we must protect the point.
It sounds good. And that's all it needs to right now, right? It needs to just be good enough. I'm letting our Vivian die.
Protect me. Fall to your knees.
I almost jumped off the map there. I tensed up really bad. Damn it, I keep letting our Vivian die because she sits behind me.
I have judged this world.
I suppose that there are things that I can do. I like all the changes that they're doing. I think that they could do better with the changes that they're planning. Apparently you can't destroy the C4, I didn't know that.
Thank you, healer.
Nara feels whack. Not gonna lie. I get that she's a good character, but like,
That feels nice.
play her better. That's a match. Feels the same about me. But you know, I find it interesting. At least, the idea that the new item store can be better. It is kind of bad in the current state that they suggested it in, because it strangles. Just takes what you get and just strangles any freedom from you.
Where did I go wrong?
Like, I don't think there's a single point in time where the new item store actually provides you more opportunity. Sure, there's more items, but more items that you don't get, because the game doesn't last more than 3 minutes, because the enemy team has a character who's broken with the new items because they haven't been able to balance them. You know. Sure, it might make the late game cool that you have 18 items, but when you're giving, you know, when healing reduces your cooldown, which doesn't, that's the main healing bonus, is healing reduces your cooldown. Io is so happy right now. It's all the cooldown she has. Ooh. Why couldn't they make... Dude, they should make a proposed Io change. Make Io, get this, work like Fernando. If you don't know, the lower his cooldown, the faster his shield recharges.
Kneel.
Cool concept. But what if you did that with Io? Like, made her... Because currently it doesn't do that. At least not to my knowledge. Unless they changed that. Since her original patch, it hasn't worked like that. You're locked at the charge rate that you're currently at. Which, you know, there are items and there are cards that you can get that make that better. But if we had a buff to her charge rate with Chronos, it might make an item like, perhaps, or make a card like the increased capacity just flat out better. Currently, it's not. It lowers the cooldown of your dog placement. And when your dog comes back. I know. So great.
4, 3,
I mean,
2,
is your dog a necessary part of your kit? Yes. But Luna is insanely useful. But, I don't know if it's that good, right?
Strike now, friends.
I don't know. I'm being killed by an Eevee.
Leave in port.
What is this? Team. Why can't I target you? That lip there shouldn't... Frames? I'm just letting everyone die. You know what? Nara, please stop. Please dip. I know you have a healer, but please dip. You are relatively alone.
Thanks for the assistance.
The spirits do not rest.
Your service to me is needed.
Fuck.
Where did I go wrong?
What the fuck, dude? I'm so stupid. Should have realized with that wall. I didn't though.
It's not my fault.
This is an honorable death.
Like fish in a barrel. Looks like a pirate's bounty. I'll patch you up.
But yeah, like I was saying, the new stuff they propose is a cool idea, right? I don't know if
After a storm comes
what they have currently is
Thank
good.
you, healer.
Do I sow doubt into everyone and tell you that, you know that new map they announced? They haven't said it's a new siege map. I know I'm a horrible person for suggesting that they would not make a new siege map, but, you know, either I'm instilling the idea that it could be like, you know, payload map, or it could be a team deathmatch, King of the Hill, Onslaught. Onslaught match sounds not good right now.
looking a little grim.
Not for the state of the game.
Rise.
We move on to our like 6th year. Don't have that
Always
much
have a
healing.
fallback.
Sorry, Nar.
You'll regret this.
I
You
am
guys stop
healed.
feeding. I know this isn't ranked, but
Your gifts are welcome.
Behind us.
I'm playing a scuffed IO.
How stunning.
This game would have won if I wasn't playing so scuffed. Why am I here?
One standing wins.
Why am I getting away with this? More like it. There should be a flank pressuring me instead of pressuring Ursati. Like, what is she doing? She's not being actively bad.
30 seconds remaining.
Or she's not being actively bad, but she's not being actively good either. There's I don't know what to say. I don't have that much healing.
There are many of you. Good.
15 seconds remaining. Enemy killing spree. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Damn it. I don't know what I was doing there at the end. I was just trying to make something happen, you know? Sometimes that's all you can do as healer. You can just try to make something happen even if there's nothing happening. I think that this will be full cauterized, full 90%.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Also, it doesn't help that our NR doesn't have any rejuve. It's like a necessary buy on Anara for IO.
As it should be.
Dude, you should buy your healer. You should buy rejuve or not based on the healer you're playing. Or they're playing. Right? Not based on the character you're playing. The healer on your team. I am playing IO. Buy Rejuvenate.
Like fish in a
It's
barrel.
just that simple.
Strike now, friends. Leave this sea.
I feel woozy.
Why am I here? How'd I jump out of the window? How'd that Eevee not see me? Hello, my old friend. How?
Thank you, healer.
Some cost fallacy?
That was
What am I doing? Why am I here?
good game.
That was a game and a half.
Good game. Good game.
Yeah, I'd say that was a good game. How much healing did I do? I love to check the stat screen after Ooh, 200,000 practically. I'd say that's pretty good. GG, well played. Especially with the ROM backup.
I'll take their gold, their honor, and their souls.
But you gotta admit, the shit that they did to Furia is just nasty. The Solar Blessing Furia is so bad nowadays that people just stop playing Furia. She's a throw pick. Which is just so sad. When Genos is more viable than your character as a healer, I don't know how that to feel. Because burst healers have always been off meta, right? Burst shields are bad. Burst shields burst heals are bad. They always have been in this game. Consistent heals is always best. But burst heals with a cooldown of 2 seconds is just completely unreasonable. You gotta heal? What? What are you doing?
An enemy has drawn first blood.
On the right. Be careful.
I'm just gonna get shredded because I have a Grok solo heal.
Enemies on the right flank.
No, you like it.
Help. Enter my tomb.
I don't like this placement. I'm dipping. God damn it, there was a Zin on the flank. But yeah, the shit that they pulled to Solar Blessing Furia is just tragic.
Enemies on the right flank.
Like, they changed it from a god tier beam that would just, you throw it on Yag, simple button, to a more skill-based thing. I like that. I think that's cool. I find the aspect that it is, you know, skill-based nice. I love skill-based characters. They're some of my favorites. But, sorry I bumped my mic.
The payload.
But yeah, like, skill-based characters are some of my favorite in the game. And I don't mean like snipers, but I mean like skill-based. Characters who are like, you know, Koa, where you can hit a pretty strong ability if you try hard enough, right? Those are some of my favorite characters.
Step into the light.
It's just
Enemies on the right flank.
the downside of having a good secondary heal. Yes. Her burst heal is great for secondary purposes. And that's about it. It's not good for a main heal, so Cherish is practically just unusable. They have to keep buffing Cherish every pass, so it's actually usable. And they're refusing to buff Solar Blessing because they're scared of another Yag patch happening. Which is fair. You know, Yag is pretty broken with a good Solar Blessing. It's just, it's no longer at the point where it's like, it's no longer that the fact is that Solar Blessing is bad on every other scenario other than hitting it with the Yag, where it's usable? Usable? You know, I would not recommend running Solar Blessing. Just run like an IO or a Ray so you can get off her ult a lot more. As someone who's played Yag, I like Ray a lot because her damage reduction affects her ult, which just guarantees a free kill. 95% of the time, just free kill. In what world do you not just take the free kill and more or less a free push? I don't know. In a bad world? Like, Solar Blessing is so past the point where it's like, do you even bother anymore? Like, is it really even worth getting Solar Blessing? Furia to, like, land beams on you that are skill-based that were nerfed not once, not twice, but 3 whole times?
Capture points
It used to do 300 a second. 300! And then it got moved down to 250. And then it got moved down to like 150. And now it's down at 100?
3, 2, 1.
IO does more than 100 a second. And you have to hit a skill-based ability to get this to proc? I'd rather have just an IO heal me, personally. Because it's hard enough to have a line of sight with an IO. But having an IO understand 3D positioning? Yeah, nah. And Cherish is just shit. And they keep buffing Exterminate, so Exterminate's is the talent you run on her. You run Exterminate, because both of them are just god-awful. You don't want to run either. It's like, what? Why do you want to... In what world do I want to run a non-healing talent on a healer? Why? Why is this meta? Why is this the rule? They just totally mismanaged their character. Like, I get it. You wanted her to be this situational character. And that's cool. Situational healers can be good. Like, you know, Zomba. I know he's meta. But he's, you know, he's been good one patch, bad the other, right? I don't think he's ever been bad a patch, but he's never been top tier, right? He's never been a god tier character in some patches. I know he's good for like ultra competitive comps, but in like casual, he's not god tier. And most of the time, most people can't play god tier paladins anyway. So, you know, people like Zomba, Genos. Genos is a perfect example. He was the most situational character on the cast, hands down. Always. Okay. That is
Customize your champion.
That's a Peppermine right there. Sorry, a Peppermine. They're a Peppermine. They only play Pepper. Give me your lunch money, unless you know. Hi, Pepper.
Hi.
Look at what she's running, and she's running. Oh, Megapoot. Megapoot. Which isn't the worst.
Enemies on the left flank.
Can't catch me.
We have an Exterminate Furia.
Thanks, Doc. Thank you for the help.
I'll aid you.
Check your back.
How'd I not get that?
Gunfire be perfect.
Quick, bully me in the comments.
First blood.
I'm not losing you.
Yeah, no. I don't know what I'm doing. COD First Buy! Hello there! I also played with them. Somewhat frequently, not horribly. Guess not. What? Heal Pip? Not always? Oh, that she'll not always defend?
You're mine, my child.
Damn it.
On my way.
That's my free kill gone.
Stop the payload.
It doesn't
Damn it.
exist.
Rip.
You got it.
Sorry. Where did I?
That's this is a, maybe I'm just bad at flank. No, maybe I'm just bad.
You can't stop me.
Sometimes I'm good. I'm washed up. God, I'm washed up as hell. You saw the shit that I just missed there? I'm washed up as hell.
Thanks, healer.
By gunfire be purged. My head.
There you go.
Okay.
Escape pod.
Sophian a satire? That's a decent name. Oh, he got a kill
Back soon.
on the steps. That's funny. I didn't know you could actually use that as a wall. I guess it makes sense because walls consistent, right?
You're the man.
Are walls walls? Not on Bazaar. If you didn't know, Bazaar doesn't count as walls. Those like map things, not walls.
That just ain't right.
Sorry.
Needs this strength.
Those aren't walls. Gah! Gah!
You soon.
I'm bad. I'm scuffed.
That's some good healing.
I'm scuffed as all of it. I'm washed up. I'm bad. I'm scuffed. I'm bad. I'm sorry.
You got it. Fight's as big as my student loans. I'm so sorry.
So scuffed it hurts.
Enemy seconds remaining.
And then I hit shots like that, and it's almost like I'm a good player. You know?
Needs this strength.
15 seconds remaining.
Special delivery.
9,
No mercy.
7, 6, 5, killing spree. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's
Last one
overtime.
standing win.
Enemies behind us.
Sorry, everyone.
Killing spree. Double kill. Oh, baby, triple kill.
And then I pull shit like that off, and it's like, maybe I am a good flank player, and I should play more flank. And I'm not actually doing as bad as I thought. But then I miss like obvious stuff, and I'm like, shit.
Curse it. Let them eat stack.
4, 3,
know it's funny.
2, 1.
Face.
Caught him.
I am so sorry. That was just a joke. Please don't take it.
I love you. New Mave is great. Did he unload? That was him unloading. I should have pushed him. That's where he was.
Thanks, Doc.
I didn't know.
Check your backs.
Reinforce
Line
the
'em up
front line.
Knock 'em down.
Enemies on the left flank.
That just ain't right.
You're mine, my child.
Oh my! Oh my! Oh no! Oh no! I don't know if there's anything I could have done there other than just have Rejuve. Or not Rejuve, Brazil. Just have Brazil. Sorry. Don't you know? You're just supposed to have Brazil. I guess I should have known because it was. That's what makes Zomba good. I wonder if 7's any good. He looks fairly weak. But like in a good weak sort of way.
Catch me.
Where it's like he's usable weak.
Sorry. Remember me.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? That was so bad.
Did I go wrong?
Like I know normal bad, and that was just
Came back soon.
I turned into a bot. God.
Cerebral terror modding.
On the prowl. What's your booty? You got
Enemy
it.
killing spree.
If I can feed, you can feed too. Pepper.
Executed. That Just
Cool.
ain't right.
Enemy double.
Apparently I'm feeding Pepper, so it's cool. You know. What was that? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Game over, man. Meow. This fight's as big as my student loan.
For the house, I stand stalwart.
Wait. Oh, is she AFK? I never realized. Is she AFK?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set up an ambush here.
No problem.
Cancel that. Okay. Who needs this stress?
Sorry.
Oh, they're on our flank.
You are outmatched.
Flank. That's a funny word.
Plank? That's funny.
Enemies on the left flank.
Last one standing wins.
Corner.
The special delivery. Enemy is unstoppable.
Enemy.
Never mind. He.
Enemies
Just like I
behind us.
thought.
Oh, she's a bot. Okay. So
Good game.
yeah, this is a GG and a half. Yeah, 7 is kind of.
Show them no mercy.
I can't move.
On my way. Just something I whipped up.
No stopping this cat girl. Night, night.
Each strike purifies
Thanks
my
for the heal,
weakness.
Jude.
That faster projectiles on Dama?
Your lunch.
Yeah. That makes sense. And then he went full deft hands. With exterminate. Nope. With. Oh, they're going Furia
Big as
heals.
my student loans.
I'm not playing well, but I'm not playing horribly either. I got that one triple.
Hi.
Attack.
Never, she's back. Oh boy, she's back.
Thanks.
Who needs this stress? Can't catch me.
Enemies on our flank. For the fire. Thanks, Doc.
Pushing me.
Special delivery.
Check your back.
Don't worry. I forgive you.
You're the
Try hard mode engaged. I'm doing the gamer lean forward.
Where did I go wrong?
on the prowl.
I failed my people.
This is
I
my true.
love this team.
I should spend this
Damn it. Stole that.
Feeling low.
Pepper. Okay, I'll let you have it. You deserve it.
Ultimate is ready. Thank you for the help.
Oh.
You're mine, my child. This is nothing.
Is an honorable death.
From themselves.
Just fight Damba from far away.
No
When he,
mercy.
when he plays like this, fight him from far away. Even if you're a character who fights better up close, just fight him from far. Makes it a lot harder.
Last one standing wins.
Going dark.
Ah! Ah!
Need healing.
Ah! I'm so scuffed! It hurts! I can feel the scuffness. We didn't deserve that.
Cream, green.
We didn't deserve that. At least I didn't deserve that. I played horribly that game. But yeah. I tied with 3 people for top brag. But I died the most. It was a bad game. But New flank is very hard for me, new patch. I haven't adjusted to the new style of the game, and Seven's a character to like understanding how 7 flanks is sort of hard to do. So once I get that down, I'm sure I'll have it. Should have done some of the challenges, but whatever. Yeah, so that's my opinion on the new patches, and for that matter, this is my opinion on the new stuff in general. I find it very cool. I hope they do more and they make it better. Right now, it is not better. Right now, it is very okay at best. I hope it gets better, but who knows? And I hope that map is a seed map, because if it isn't, the community is going to rage and tear off your head. High res. So please know what you're doing. I want this game to be good. I've been playing it for like 3 years now. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry if I got angry or salty at any point, but this is Paladins, you know? It's sort of, you have to get salty sort of game. Especially if you play it for a long time, like I have. It was fun, but I really enjoy the new patch. You should download it or give it another try. New COT changes change how the game plays like completely. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the vid. Bye.